Yes.
So I have to use this microphone. Is this better?
Yes.
I'm a nationalist, so many of my friends has commented about me. Singaporeans and most of them non-Singaporeans has said this about me. I'm not sure if I am supposed to be embarrassed or should I be proud about being nationalist. A friend commented that, Joanna, you will not be very welcomed if you are a nationalist, if you live in Europe. Therefore, I am confused, should I be or not? Less than 2 weeks ago, Singapore has lost the founding father, Mr. Lee Kuan Yew. I'm not sure if you know who is Mr. Lee Kuan Yew. Okay, you see, another reason for me to be. But anyway, I want to say that there was a nation outcry when we lost our founding father, Mr. Lee Kuan Yew. Mr. Lee Kuan Yew has single-mindedly ruled Singapore, governed Singapore with his iron hand, ensuring law and order of Singapore. Singapore used to be slum-ridden. People are living in squatters in the 1950s to 60s, having poor sanitary system. Today, Singapore is a metropolis, as Mr. Lee Kuan Yew has said many years ago during his National Day speech. We enjoy safe environment to live in, a sound and stable economy, and a superb living standard. I want to share with you, I'm very, very blessed to be a Singaporean, born after the era of the tumultuous period whereby Singapore was under the British colony. How we get away from the governing of the British colony, gaining independence as Singapore state. First, I am blessed to be educated bilingual. Singapore is made up of mainly Chinese, Malay, and Indian. English is our official language, reason being it is a way to unify the different multiracial group. And because of English, Singapore is able to gain investor from the West and invest in Singapore. Singapore has developed into a very flourished economy, reason being English was the first language. I remember when I was growing up, there was this campaign called Speak Chinese Mandarin campaign. So therefore, when I was in school, both language was equally important. There was a situation when I was in the States, there was a couple from China, they were lost and they were very happy to find me on the street, and I was able to help them because I was able to communicate with them in Mandarin. So the other point I want to share is Singapore backbone, the economy of Singapore backbone is financial sector. Why are we so strong in financial sector? Reason being, Mr. Lee Kuan Yew has tackled the corruption reluctantly in the earlier years of Singapore. In the 1950s and 60s, corruption was rampant. Mr. Lee Kuan Yew has set up a department, in short it's called CPIB, which stands for Corruption Practice Investigation Bureau. This department is empowered with the strong government of money laundering, tamping down money laundering business, tackling and eradicating corruptions in Singapore. Until today, Singapore enjoys a very clean government system, which we would think that is actually legendary. Lastly, Singapore is a garden in a city. How many of you have been to Singapore, the Vietnamese people? Thank you. When you step into Changi Airport of Singapore, whether it's Terminal 1, 2, or 3, rows of trees, plants, and flowers beckon at you. Not a single quarter in Singapore has no trees, plants, or flowers. In 1968, when Mr. Lee Kuan Yew went to Boston, he has this ambition and inspiration to make Singapore Garden City. So in 1971, he has a day called Tree Planting Day. Trees does not sprout out just by itself, or you plant a tree and you don't take care of it. In Singapore, trees, plants, flowers are maintained well by National Park. So therefore, with these 3 points, I would say that yes, I'm proud to be a nationalist. I'm born in Singapore, I'm blessed to be a Singaporean, so do many of my Singaporean friends here would agree with me. We felt that we owed something to our late founding father. He has held Singapore and Singaporeans' hand. He made sure that we are successful. And today we are successful, and he said goodbye to us. For this reason, I feel that I want to share this story of Mr. Lee Kuan Yew and Singapore. And I met Mr. Hai just now, was saying to me that, a few of us, that he's applying some course in Singapore. I wish you success and welcome to Singapore.
Thank you.